Aw, crap, I'm supposed to do the intro to the DC PBJ? In this video, we're going to talk about the DC PBJ, their jib board with camber. Over the last few seasons, the board's gone through a bunch of changes. At one point, they offered it in reverse and regular camber. Now it's just regular camber. This is a super solid jib board. I think this is one of those jib boards that does get overlooked. It's got plenty of pop to it so you can ride the whole park, and it's still a deck that excels at jibbing. And it really shines as one of those boards that you can ride the whole mountain as your skate park. This board features traditional camber. If you need me to keep breaking down what traditional camber is, just stop looking at this board. Contact point to contact point. There's an arc in the board. That's it. This board is available in both regular and wide sizes.
The PBJ is a camber dominant jib board with snap to it. So it's not a full-blown noodle, but it's not a middle-of-the-road park board. You're gonna notice that there's more flex on the tips, and then it stiffens up through the middle with a lot of torsional give to it. Which means this board isn't gonna be the most stable if you're out hard charging. In the park, yeah, it'll probably be perfectly stable. Rutted out, chopped out terrain and groomers from hell? Not so much. Spring park riding, where there's giant ruts and everything, yeah, you're probably going to get bucked around. But then again, what do you expect with a board like this? There is a lot of snap in this board, and that's because it is camber dominant. It is a board you do have to load up on, and the flex point really rebounds and snaps out of it. I can't stress enough that this board is absolutely super snappy for being a camber dominant jib board. You would figure that it would be a floppy noodle, but it's not. And that carries over to jumps. Small and medium jumps are where it really shines. You could hit a larger jump, something around 40 to 50 feet. You just gotta know that you're gonna wanna land bolts because the tail might wash out if you don't land it perfectly. There's a ton of pop for this board, so when you're coming off the lip of a jump, don't ever hesitate to send it. This board will snap perfectly. If you're from the new generation of riders that's never ridden traditional camber, you're probably gonna hate this board for buttering and jibbing. But if you're more old school like me and you grew up on camber and jibbing and buttering on camber, you're gonna love it. There's a great sweet spot in the tips that just locks into presses. Yeah, you are going to have to put a little more effort into it because there's a lot of rebound from this board due to the camber profile, but you don't have to worry about it dominating you. You don't have to worry about going 100 miles an hour and pressing hard. You can be lazy and laid back as long as you know how to ride a cambered snowboard like this. And that carries over to jibbing. This board locks into presses. It locks into slides. This is a board that's designed for jibbing, but still has that snap you want. Something that's not going to be a floppy noodle that you're going to dominate, that you're probably going to crack because the board's going to clap a rail. It's perfect. I wouldn't go Euro carving on this board, but I would go rip some long carves on it. This is a board that it'll carve when you want it to. It'll do a tight, quick setup turn, but it's never going to be a board that you can really push into hard Euro carves all the time, lay in trenches. It's got enough of a side cut to grip when you need it to and to drive a turn, but not so much that you feel locked in all the time. The only way to sum up who this board is for, it's for the jib kid that jumps. It's got that snap and rebound. I really love jib boards that you can still go tranny fine. You can hit a quarter pipe. You can send a 30-foot jump with if you want to. Something that you can hit a roller with and then pop 20 feet down the run. You know, it's just one of those boards that's how you want it to be.
So what decks stack up to this camber jib board that I have loved in the past? The Rome Artifact Camber. 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 Stressing that point. Camber. The Arbor Z-Twin. The Libtech Box Knife. The Flow Verve. The Live to Ride Impression.
Alright, so now you've decided what snowboard you're going to get, and you're going to decide where you're going to buy it. If you're shopping local, awesome. Slap your local shop guys a high five and tell them they're killing it. But for those of you that are buying online, why don't you shop from one of the links we have down below? That way you support us and you get a deal on your snowboard.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. That way you can see all the relevant or irrelevant snowboarding content that we're putting out for you guys. So smash that bell down below. That way you're getting a notification. And I'll see you guys in another video.